The Cup race is early. It's race number 3. It's the Kwantung Handicap, and we run the 1800 metres. It's a Class 4 event. Perfect Merrinol on the class drop, but carries an extra 25 pounds than when fourth behind Nearly Fine. Kung Fu Master Panda, he carries an extra 4 pounds for his last start win. Kowloon Great Good second up. Not as sharp at the start after. We've got Vinci, who struggled over the 1800 metres here. Wonder Years raced wide first up, but wants 2200 metres. Management Folks wears blinkers for the first time. All Is Ready comes back up in grade, and Chater Pins is placed 2 from 3 course and distance. He usually gets back in the field, so does Bright Kid.
Yes, the speed here should only be moderate, with Perfect Merrinol dropping back in grade here and has led up in the past. Super Hong Kong, Circuit Elite. Circuit Elite, of course, made that mid-race move 2 starts ago when winning. And then you've got Kowloon Great. And All Is Ready, Paul, had a good run in the trail last time out to win.
Yeah, he won nicely, didn't he? So he shouldn't be too far away. Management Folks, interesting, because he's stepping way up in trip here, up to 1800 metres. We'll see how he goes. Kung Fu Master Panda, another last start winner. And Chater Pins, he generally gets beat.
He does indeed, but it is an informed Kung Fu Master Panda where we start. Nick with his trainer, Pierre Ung.
Pierre, Kung Fu Master Panda has done a really good job since you've had him. This will be your 4th run with him, and he was very good in victory last time.
Yes, he did brilliant run, brilliant race, rode brilliantly by Zach last time, and hopefully he can do it again this time.
He was nicely on top late, Pierre. Obviously, the handicap has had his say. He's gone up a few pounds as well. I mean, he's an 8-year-old. I mean, yes. How much more juice can you squeeze out of the orange?
It's hard to say. This time we got a wide draw, and hope he can handle that difficulty, and hopefully Zach can help him out again.
How important is it to have Zach Purton on?
I think in the meantime, very.
Yeah, very much so. Just as far as your team is concerned, there was a nice double on Wednesday night. You've got them in pretty good form. You must be happy with the way things are going?
Yeah, of course. We just try to, first 2 runs, they run a good race, and then we try to get win often. So they're pretty good.
And how's the betting in process been, Pierre, obviously, because you've now, I think you've had somewhere in the region of about sort of 70, low 70 runners. Yeah. You've made it, snuck into the top 10 already. Have things developed since you've been holding a license?
Yes, definitely. It's hard, but we managed to getting more runners out, so hopefully get more and more results later on.
And as far as sort of your team is concerned, have you got perhaps a nice, few unraced horses that we're likely to see sometime soon that you're looking forward to?
Yes, definitely. We have lots of Griffins and PPs that are not ready yet, so we just have to get them ready and keep going and try to get more results.
And I'm sure on the back of what was your first trophy, you'll be certainly looking forward to claiming a few more after Wednesday.
More will be coming, so I'm ready for it.
Looking to win his 2nd Cup race in the space of about 4 days is Pierre, after winning the Cup race at Sha Tin on the Wednesday night meeting. All Is Ready. This was a surprise win last time, Tom. He was 35 to 1, down in grade. What about coming up to Class 4?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about him coming up into this grade because he's not shown too much in it in the past. I think from memory this night as well, it took him a long time to get him in the gates, and then he just ended up with a perfect trail and he came out and won. But I'm happy to watch here. He had pretty much all favours in the trail.
Yeah, and there was no support for him either. He was like 35 to 1, as you said. Look, I'm happy to watch him, see if we can do 2 together.
Vinci's always running on, Paul. He's been to the trials up at Chung Fa. The hold in the form is 1800 metres at Happy Valley, because he struggled here. He's won over the 1800 at Happy Valley and 1800 Sha Tin and 2200 at Happy Valley. Yeah,
he's only been placed once. He's had 50 starts for 2 wins, this horse, and they were in a row, weren't they? Bang, bang. He's had 8 seconds. Look, I didn't include him. I just worried about the 1800 metre record.
Trial was okay. They looked to be under a good enough hold. There wasn't a lot of pressure, but I'm not going to include him either. Just 1800 metres here at the Valley, and he's notoriously hard to catch.
He is indeed. One of those 2 wins was a class record over the 2200 metres. Does the Panda win again? I
think he does. I'm going to put him in on top again. I liked him last start and he won nicely. I think no reason to jump off. He is getting on in age. He goes up in weight, but I think he can win again. So he's on top. Super Hong Kong, he's going to get himself a really nice run from barrier number 4. So he goes in there for 2nd. A Perfect Merrinol from the front. So I think this is going to be a pace-orientated race there. And Management Folks, I'm going to sneak him in as well. Look, he's way up in trip. He's been running over 1200, 1400 metres. Blinkers on up to 1800 metres. He has trialled over 1700 and trialled okay. So he is bred for a longer trip. He's by Master Craftsman, so he goes in there for 4th. 2, 3, 1 and 10.
2, 4, 5 and 12 I went with here, likewise with Paul Kung Fu Master Pounder. I think he can win again. Finally broke the drought over 1,800 metres at the Valley. Kowloon Great goes in as well. I thought his run was okay last start behind Kung Fu Master Panda. Smiling Time unplaced from 19, but his runs last few have been better at Smiling Time. And I did put in Chader Pins for a 4th, not on a win line. You can't have him on a win line. So 3, 4, 5 and 12.
There it is, both Paul and Tom doing a bit of kung fu fighting in race number 3.